say in your mind, say to yourself, I am more than my physical body.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, and taste, and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.
There may be two very drastically different levels to reality, that the concrete reality we see, when we look at these trees and the clouds, are just one way that reality manifests, and that at some deep level, there's a level of reality where everything dissolves into an ocean of energy.
Imagine you possess a power to heal, to attract, to change your life with just your will. Now, imagine society tells you that power doesn't exist, or worse, that it is a crime. History didn't punish magic for being false. It punished it for being real. I promise you, the greatest limitation in your life is not economic or social, it is philosophical. We have been programmed to believe in the tyranny of the visible. We have been sold the illusion of business to distract us from the only true power, the technology of the unseen self. This system was designed to achieve cognitive resonance, the state where your internal map is indistinguishable from the territory you wish to inhabit. The question is not if you have this power, but why history went to such great lengths to hide it. This journey is a historical and metaphysical dissection. We must analyze the strategic moment when the philosophical separation of mind and matter occurred. This shift, often tied to Cartesian dualism, gave scientific structure permission to deny consciousness. The subjective realm was relegated to irrelevance, or worse, to the realm of illusion. We assert that your perception is not passive, it is an active modulating force. We will analyze this truth in 4 crucial stages. The stigma, revealing the historical paradigm shift and the rise of dualism. The transformation, the internal rigor to create the extraordinary soul. The frequency, applying coherence and the holographic principle. And finally, the ethics, defining the wizard's responsibility for universal boundary setting. The central conflict of the 15th to 18th centuries was the destruction of subjective knowledge. The church and the state needed to replace the medieval holistic worldview with a rigid objective reality. This required neutralizing any source of individual spiritual and material efficacy. This systemic purge targeted not just maleficence, harmful magic, but the entire spectrum of beneficence, healing, and good fortune, ensuring that all power was channeled exclusively through institutional intermediaries. The criminalization of magic was the prerequisite for modern scientific materialists' paradigm. The stigma found its perfect victim in the role of women who practiced witchcraft. Their knowledge was empirical, tested over generations, and accessible to everyone. For example, they used willow bark containing salicylic acid for pain and fevers, and they mastered the precise handling of dangerous substances like digitalis for the heart. The system replaced this witchcraft with dogma, removing the female representation of power from the public imagination. This historical persecution was philosophically validated by the rise of Cartesian dualism. By separating the mind, res cogitans, from matter, res extensa. Thinkers like Descartes gave the emerging scientific structure permission to ignore consciousness. The subjective realm was relegated to irrelevance. The ultimate fear projected onto the witch was the fear of the individual's reflection, that a disciplined mind could, in fact, influence res extensa. The strategic value of the stigma, therefore, was to create a society dependent on external control, incapable of harnessing its own internal energy. The collective belief in powerlessness became the true, self-reinforcing curse. Our magical journey must begin by dismantling this Cartesian barrier and declaring that the mind is not separate from matter. It is the modulator of matter. The path to the extraordinary soul begins with the quest for essence, the non-negotiable authentic self. This is the eternal beauty, the Plotinian ideal of harmony projected outward. The essence is the uncorrupted core. Everything else is a persona, the mask created by social conditioning and inherited culture. The wizard must first strip away the persona, which is the psychological manifestation of the historical stigma we just discussed. This stripping requires the technology of the self, active introspection, and meditation. Introspection is a confrontation with the internalized shadow self, the parts of our inherited roles and trauma that sabotage our frequency. The wizard engages the rigorous interrogation of beliefs. Is this fear truly mine, or is it an echo of the Malleus Maleficarum? This confrontation is the active generation of energy needed for evolution and transformation. The ultimate magical act is designing and embodying a new, powerful archetype for yourself, the extraordinary soul. The sustained essence operates according to the principles of metaphysics. The universe communicates through frequency and vibration. Your emotional state is a continuous electromagnetic signal. Harmony is achieved when the signal of your internal triad, your thought, your intention, and your emotion is unified and stable. This leads to coherence, a state of perfect internal entrainment. I have an analogy. Think of a powerful laser versus a light bulb. The wizard transforms the diffuse light of ordinary consciousness into a coherent laser beam of will. This coherence is the key to synergy and allows the individual antenna to bypass local noise and interface with the universal holographic field. If the mind is the modulator of matter, then the wizard's responsibility is absolute. This is defined by the mirror principle. The world is a perfect neutral mirror, reflecting your dominant frequency. The challenge is that the mirror does not reflect what you want it to, but what you are, your dominant internal essence. Misaligned intention creates energetic debt, a cost paid in the loss of harmony, forcing the wizard back into a state of incoherence and disempowerment. The high-frequency wizard must master boundary setting. This is the practical application of the coherence. Since low-frequency forces, like fear, chaos, and low-intention individuals, naturally seek to pull stable systems back down through entrainment, the wizard must use their powerful coherent frequency to define what is allowed into their reality and what is not. The representation of the individual must serve the collective harmony. The mago acts as a stable point of light, raising the frequency of the system by the sheer stability of their being. We have dismantled the Cartesian barrier and reclaimed the self. The wizard is the individual who masters the process of moving between objective reality, the agreed upon illusion, and subjective coherence, the intentional truth. The greatest illusion is powerlessness. Magic is a discipline of creating an inner truth so absolute, so unwavering in its coherence and frequency that the other world must obey. It is the mastery of the self to embody the essence. To be the wizard is to realize that you are the modulator of matter, and your internal state is the ultimate frontier. The journey is internal, but the results are external. Your challenge is to begin the rigorous interrogation of your own persona, to find the disciplines for coherence, to define your archetype and hold its frequency. Only then do you become the stable point of harmony that the universe is compelled to reflect. The technology has always been within you. The power has always been yours. We travel from the medieval stigma to the physics of consciousness. Now the process begins. I invite you to begin your own journey of introspection and manifestation. What paradigm are you ready to break today? If this journey resonated with your essence, please like and subscribe to this channel for more explorations into the nature of power, consciousness, and culture. Thank you for watching.